Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review of 90 Day Fiancé, Season 9, Episode 7. Season 9, Episode 17. To have and to scold.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that everybody needs.
You can't make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even fuckers?
Aunties and lies, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, hello, everybody, and this is Auntie. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family, one of the best families on the YT. And to all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate this episode of 90 Day Fiancé, Season 9, Episode 17, To Have and to Scold, I will rate this episode a D. Let me know down in the comment section what you would rate this episode. Yeah, I rated it a D. It was horrible. One of the worst episodes of weddings. It was horrible. It was horrible. Including this was horrible. I don't know if this was the finale or what this was, but this did not give me life, liberty, nor the pursuit of any kind of happiness. It didn't make sense. It was a whole bunch of crap going on. And to be honest with y'all, I fast forwarded through a whole rack of this, especially this couple right here. This fool-la-la, they brought in almost everything that we saw. I should have named this. I'll go back and change this to a rant, because this isn't going to be a review at all. I don't even feel review down in my inners. I don't feel it in my skin. I don't feel it in my heart. I don't feel it in my stomach. This was the worst. And I know some of y'all are probably just finished looking at it. I looked at it this morning. I said, I might as well do this review now. We looked at this couple, and they brought in almost everything that happened last episode, especially the conversation with their father. The father didn't give them the blessing. Patrick said that he gonna still take care of her. She said she's still gonna marry him. Then what was all the fuss about? We already knew that was her goal. Her goal for coming here was to marry Patrick. She had already wait a minute, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. She had already defied her father. She was going to marry him by hook or by crook. They had this boring couple in our faces for what? I didn't even see. Y'all, I didn't even see the wedding. It was a blur. I fast forwarded through that so fast. I was so not interested in anything that Patrick had to say. She had to say, the brother, the mother, the sister. I don't care. I did not care whatsoever what happened with this couple. I'm just going to keep it a buck 150. If you out here and you like this couple, God bless you, because there is nothing endearing, loving, interesting about this couple. Like nothing. It's just a whole bunch of I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. I think I'm gonna leave. I think I'm gonna leave. I believe I'm gonna leave. I believe I can fly. But do you see me with wings on? Just trash going in, trash going out. Nothing interesting at all with this couple. Gibberish. God bless Gibberish and Miona. The whole episode was about their whole entire scenes were about an arch. An arch. I thought this arch was going to be fantabulous. I thought it was just going to have all the bling bling and all that. But when I saw that wheat that she was putting on the tables and trying to dress it up and make it look Instagram ready, I said, girl, stop. Girl, stop. She wanted to have this beach wedding. She says that, was the I said, oh. They had it out in the middle of a desert. They could have had it in his mother's backyard. It was nothing spectacular. The dress that she's had on, so many Instagram people have had that on. And she was like, this is just a dream, the dress of my, the dream dress. I just was like, what? You got pull-on sleeves and a halter top, like a halter dress. I just, what the hell? You could tell that they young and broke. Grandma came up there. They said they only had 6 guests. His little friend didn't go with him or anything like that. And I just was like, this is a hot mess. The friend was late with the arch, and the arch looked like this was the arch. The arch was looking like this. Can y'all see this arch? What, the arch wasn't fantastic at all. Like, are you kidding me? It was a half of a teepee with some stuff hanging on it, some weed germs, and some weed leaves. I just was like, she's going off, postponing the wedding. A Google search. I just was like, what kind of, like, what was her theme? I couldn't understand the theme. I thought the pictures was cute. I thought that his vows was all right, hers was all right. But I was like, we doing all of this for arch that has 1/18 of it filled up with some wheat and a couple of dead looking flowers. And this is what we waiting on. This is the big deal. Where was the carpet? Where was everything? And then I saw the guy. He looked like he was taping, but it looked like the cap was on the lens. I said, is it me? Is it me or is this not spectacular? I'm thinking, he's like, she a Serbian woman. We got to get this here. The little friend was, 2 hours late and all of that. And the arch had to get there. And she was worried about the sunset and the sunshine and how much time she had left. And when the bitch came, I said, you barely can see it. Help me. Help me. I need somebody to rescue me. What did we watch? What did we see? Every bride is beautiful. Every bride's dress was different. Okay. But I was like, we could have saved all of this. We could have saved this. This was, I don't even know why I gave this a D and not a D- or a F. I guess I got a little bit of generosity in my heart. This didn't do it for me. Miona is nasty for no reason. It's to me, it's just simple as that. She's just has a nasty disposition, just appears to be very ungrateful, unappreciative of anything. She just a biatch for no reason at all. She would have did better if she had gotten some crackheads that come with some mesh and sling that across there, get some tumbleweed, make it look Texas or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know where they were. They just seemed like they were out in the middle of a field. And nobody supported them. Nobody really supported them but grandma. Not even his best friend came. That just looks bad to me. Now I know you cannot live your life around what other people think, but when nobody wants to support you and wants to go out there and be by your side and support you, nobody, 6 people, you packing your stuff up in a car, and then we get there and we see an arch. That's not even an arch. It was a triangle. And it wasn't even a triangle. It was a half of a triangle. What the whole hell was going on? That Fashion Nova dress. I said, I ain't going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to do this or do her. I can't. I ain't going to be able to do it. What the fuck? Horrible. Their wedding, I must admit, they did it within their budget. She had somebody come in and do her makeup. It was very modest and it was beautiful. Whoever did her eyes, girlfriend blended them eyes. Okay, those eyes was blended. She was absolutely beautiful, and so were her sisters. The headpiece that his sister, Nefertiti, did for her head, the dress, all of that. She was absolutely beautiful. And I must say, he was handsome and happy. She said she had looked over the prenup agreement before she even signed the marriage license, and he included everything in there that she wanted. And so she was happy to marry. She said that she had waited all her life to find, like Fantasia, I waited all my life for a moment like this. She waited all her life for a man like Bilal. And I was like, they just seemed happy. The family was really supportive. The kids were there. They were happy to be there. The daughter sang, with her little beauty. I know she was quoting something or doing something. I don't understand it. and I don't want to be, like in disrespecting anybody's religion. But whatever the daughter, she had good tone, beautiful. They incorporated her in it. The little boy fell asleep during the ceremony. The guy that married them, because I don't know what the formal name is, and I don't want nobody to read me in the comment section, but the guy that did the ceremony said that in their religion, they asked 3 times to make sure that the couple is really willing and able and ready to be married. And they both answered 3 times that this is the person that they wanted to be with. And they did the ceremony, and it was beautiful. It was inside the house. They turned the house in, and brought in some some white chairs. And it really, really was nice. I thought that it was adorable, and it was very family oriented. And I like that. She had her 2 sisters there. He had his family there. His mother is just absolutely royalty. Just royalty. Royalty. And I can't say anything bad about his mom. Nothing bad about his mom. His mom is just royalty. Every time I see her, she just reminds me of a very elegant, beautiful, prestigious woman, just full of grace and kindness and wisdom, and someone it seems like you can have coffee with at Starbucks and just talk to her for hours and hours and hours. Just love the mother's demeanor. And I'm hoping that Shaeeda gets underneath the mother and learns from her. Even the sister has a certain amount of grace and presence. So he comes from good stock. He comes from good women. And so maybe what we have been seeing from him has been acting and over exaggeration, because there's no way in the world that he has come and is among these kind of women acting an ass like he has been with her. I think the OCD and all of that was just, just something that they wanted to zero in on, and they over exaggerated and gave us maybe a look of I don't know. But the wedding was very beautiful, and she was so pretty. Oh my God. She was so pretty. Like that was just a beautiful, beautiful wedding. I'm going to move on before I say something negative and take it all away. So last episode, she acted an ass out there with Kobi, right? She told him that, she didn't really know what his purpose was or why he really wanted to be with her and everything. She gets up in that morning and she don't have him laying in the bed with her, and she starts second thinking everything. And she gets up and she calls him, and he picks up the phone. It's obvious that he's still asleep, and she's calling with the apologies and all that kind of stuff. And he accepted the apologies. He also said she is lying to her parents or being deceitful with her parents about the baby and not telling them. But then she's talking about trust and being trustworthy. And I thought that was, that let me know he got a little bit more sense than what we think. She was talking about gender roles and all that kind of stuff. And I do believe that Emily has a misconception, if you will, about gender roles, because if she thinking that, because her father is the patriarch of the family and he's running things and her mother is not influencing that, then she is just kidding herself. She's kidding herself. Okay. That mother been with that father that long and then raised them kids. Trust me, she's in a powerful position. She's not riding shotgun, hun. Okay. She's driving the car. Okay. You just don't want to listen to anybody. And so anyway, he's with his friends and everything. They came in and, temperature is saying, I really want him to step up as a man. He got it, temperature. He got it. So we see a very touching moment between Kobi and his dad and Emily's dad. And Kobi's family is not there, of course. But his dad gives Kobi something. He puts something in his hand. I don't know what that is. Do y'all know what it was? Was it money? Was it a key? I don't know. But he was like, you taking over from here. I didn't know if it was a pacifier. I was like, what did he put in his hand? Whatever he put in Kobi's hand, he said, this is between us, right? And he said that he remembered when Kobi had sent him a letter saying how much he loved Emily and all that. You thought it was money? Okay, somebody said a condom. I don't think it was a condom. Yeah, it was about a letter, but it was something he put in his hand and it broke Kobi down. And it had something to do with his response back to Kobi. So I don't know what that was. But anyway, so Kobi and the father had a very tear-jerking moment between the two of them. It kind of caught me right here, like right there. And I thought it was very nice because it showed the father in a different light for me. Now, he told Kobi, you gotta take the reins, take care of your family and all of that kind of stuff. But it's not until he gets married, gets that green card and all of that where he can start, he can begin to do that. And Kobi was so choked up and he loved the father and respected him so much as a father figure in his life. He started to tell him and he wanted to tell him about the baby, but he did not want to betray Emily's trust. And it probably would have been, in my opinion, the wrong time to tell the father that. If he was going to tell him, he should have told him before the wedding. But in my opinion, Emily caused all of this by being deceitful and saying, I don't want to take their joy away. The reason why you don't want to take their joy away is not because you want to be held responsible, because they give you a pass. And that's what I didn't understand. It doesn't make a difference what Emily does. She's going to get a pass. They're not going to hold Emily accountable for the stuff that Emily does. So, we see the wedding day and all that. And I thought that Emily was going to look better. That dress was just a plain old dress. And her hair wasn't as pretty as it could be or should be. I've seen her look better. Thank you so much, Pamela Cleveland, for the $20 super chat. The father seemed compassionate and human when they had their pre-wedding moment. Absolutely. And I haven't seen that from him. And I do understand that a lot of things find themselves on the editor's floor. I think that they wanted to project a certain image. And that's why I was trying to be careful about some of the stuff that I was saying, what I was seeing. And I think that sometimes when it comes down to race relations and being sensitive about other cultures and stuff like that, I think that all of us, including myself, sometimes miss the mark. I did see the father compassionate towards him. And I did see, we finally got to see that there actually is a relationship between the two of them. And I was glad to see that. I wish we had seen more of that. Much more of that, because all we have seen is a father with a judgmental face and, just, a little small, you know what I'm saying? Like for instance, with Emily doesn't understand and doesn't realize that some of the stuff that she's doing is considered microaggressions. And I think that she probably needs to look up microaggressions and the as it relates to African Americans or Africans, period. She really needs to look up microaggressions, what they look like, what it feels like to people of color. Because only growing up with two people who are black in your whole entire community, you don't understand what's appropriate, what's not, what hurts and what doesn't hurt. And it's important that she educates herself very quickly because she is raising a black child. She's raising a little African boy. That's what she's raising. And so she needs to understand, her and her family, how African Americans, black people, people of color in this state, in this country, are treated, and what we go through, the little microaggressions that it appears. Okay, I'm not saying it is. I'm saying it appears that they're doing, and when you don't know, you don't know. But when that little boy grows up, he's going to be, facing some things that Emily and her dad and her mom never have. And you got to arm yourself. You got to arm your child. And it's good that his father is in the home. I hope that he stays in the home because he's going to need someone who has faced discrimination, who has faced microaggressions, who has faced bigotry and all that. He's going to need somebody in his life to help him process through that because they don't have a clue. They don't have a clue. Because until you've lived it, you've walked it, you can look on the outside all you want. You can look on the outside, but until you're on the inside, you have no idea what it feels like. No idea. She better learn quick. Because he's cute and running around the house right now. But wait until he goes out into society. And that's not an assumption. That's going to happen. He's going to face that kind of stuff here in this country. But back to Emily. When Emily came down, I was like, her hair is already poofed up. She just did not look like she was glowing. She said that she wasn't feeling good. So I was like, okay, maybe she, was facing some morning sickness. But I've seen Emily look prettier. And that's, again, every bride is pretty, but Emily just didn't. It was just something wasn't there. I don't know if it was the dress. I don't know if it was the lack of the dress. I don't know what it is, but she definitely did not look as pretty as I've seen her. Emily is a pretty girl. She's not ugly. But I ain't like the dress. I thought the dress made her look huge. And I was looking at it and all the money that they said that they had spent, and I didn't see it. I didn't see it. It looked like it was in a rec center. And I know, it's different levels of taste. Everybody got different levels of taste, but I ain't see it. I ain't catch it. Maybe y'all did. Maybe y'all caught it. But I was like, it just looked like a regular old schoolhouse, rent out the gymnasium type of wedding. But her and Kobi were happy. The family was happy. The little baby was happy. Like everybody was happy that they were married. And so after the wedding, I guess a couple of days later, they sitting back at home. And Kobi goes down in the room and tells her it's time to tell them that you're pregnant. And so, of course, being the coward that see, that's the thing about it. Emily can talk any other time, but then when it comes down to being a real woman about stuff, she duck behind Kobi, but she want to run everything else. She's always running her mouth, always trying to be alpha and in control of everything. But when it's time to talk to your parents, you make Kobi do it. I don't understand that. You're not scared of them because you're nonchalant and you blow everything off. Everything. So when they sitting down at the table, Kobi tells them that she's pregnant, and the family is looking like, what the whole hell? The one thing we told y'all not to do, y'all did. And the father was like, I thought I was going to retire. And now I can't because I still got to take care of them. I thought that was so selfish. And she blew it off nonchalantly like it wasn't nothing. When they was like, y'all going to have to move out. Y'all going to have to make plans. We know that. I mean, we know. We know what we got to do. Then do it. Because from what I've been seeing, they look like they still living with the parents. And so has the father been able to retire? Probably hell to the no, he ain't been able to retire. That is so selfish when your parents want to live their best damn life for the rest of their life because they got more years behind them than they do in front of them. And they got to take care of your grown ass, your husband, and your 2 kids now. So entitled and selfish. But they have allowed her to grow up like this, so you can't even blame the girl. You cannot blame the girl. You really can. I wish them the best in their relationship. I don't know. I don't know if Kobi's in this just to take care of his son or what. But it was disgusting. And the parents look like they so helpless. They look like they helpless. They don't know what to do and how to do it. But if they just give me a call, I can tell them what to do. It was really nice to see the father be tender. And show that he does have a relationship with this man. Kobi really loves him and really appreciates him, and I just hope that it works out for this couple. I really do. I think that they have, a beautiful son. I'm sure that they have a beautiful little girl. Hopefully, now that it's all out, she'll put it on her, put the baby on the Instagram or something like that so we can see the baby because I know the baby is adorable. But she's got a lot of work to do. And I'm just hoping that she's willing to do the work because life is going to be different when those kids start growing up and things are going to be serious. And you got to have a certain level of maturity in order to help those kids get through what those children need to get through. And it's not just for them, it's for anybody who has mixed race children, especially children of color. So I'm just hoping she grow up real quick because, honey, you're going to have to. And you're going to have to let him be the man. You're going to have to let him be able to teach and to raise those children, and bring in some of his experiences. Allow him the chance to have the conversation, the real conversations that he's going to have to come. You're going to have to take a back seat to that because you don't know about it. This episode was some trash. I don't even know and remember who else was on there. I don't even think it was anybody else. I didn't see Muhammad and Eve. I did not see Kara and Guillermo. None of them was on there. The couples that was on there, it was trash. And they had a nerve to make us sit through that and watch that. Good thing I got Discovery Plus because all the commercials is out and you can fast forward and red ball it. But I'm telling you now, it just was some trash. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comment section. I'm done. Believe it or not, I am done with this review. Yeah. Thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate you all's love and your support. Thank you so much, Pamela Cleveland, for the super chat. Thank you to everybody who hit that subscribe button. I don't know if this was the final episode. Y'all let me know because I don't know what the hell's going on. I didn't see any previews for the tell-all, so I'm assuming that maybe we got something else to do. Is this going to be like Married at First Sight and we're going to have to watch the honeymoons? Bitch, I don't know. But anyway, I'm done for tonight. I love you all so much. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you all soon.